Hey everyone, Pupsker here with the Warframe Weekly Reset. Here is my drifter kissing Eleanor, don't worry about it. And it's going to be a pretty good week. We have the weekly reset for December 14th to 21st. I would like to know every intimate inch of you. Bunums. It's a very thirsty game, as we all know. So, we have a couple things. We have the Perita Rebellion event and the Prime Resurgence event. So let's quickly go over updates and news. I don't know if they'll actually have it here. Blood of Perita coming soon. That should be coming on Tuesday, where we just farm the Perita Rebellion, get loot to buy resources, you know, like cosmetics, same old. Pretty normal stuff. And then on Thursday, we have the Prime Resurgence, like Prime Vanguard event, and it looks like they don't have that popping up here. And we do still have Twitch drops until Wednesday afternoon, whereas whenever I'm live streaming on Twitch, we'll have drops, but when I'm doing reruns, sadly, we will not have drops. But hey, it is what it is. Warframe Blood of Perita Tuesday, Prime Vanguard, Prime Resurgence, Thursday, okay? Very good, very lovely. And the Prime Vanguard Resurgence event is just 6 separate Warframes coming to Prime Resurgence instead of like the usual rotation for about a month, so not bad, not bad. If we take a look here, those are the quick updates. We do have the Subdue Archon hunt for Naira. With the new velocity shards being needed on Uriel or some cast speed, I always like getting yellow shards, so it should be a pretty good week. Extermination, Disruption, Showdown. Yeah, I don't see any issues with that. Should be pretty easy. So, updates in Archon Shard, yellow. Next up, we have the Incarnon weapons for the circuit. If we take a quick look, it was toward Incarnon week last week, so that means this week is a bit simpler. Brunt Incarnon, Soma Incarnon, Vasto Incarnon, Nami Solo Incarnon, and the Burstin Incarnon. Ooh, all of these are really good overall. I think the Vasto Incarnon people enjoy. Burstin Incarnon I would recommend getting as the number 1. And then I would choose a melee. Nami Solo is really nice because it gains a bunch of range. Other than that, like, choose whatever you want. Soma's nice, it gains damage and multi-shot, right? Like, it gets a little stronger, essentially, no shock. Brunt has, spectral axes, and that's pretty cool. Vasto just turns into a stronger Vasto. I don't know if it's AoE or if it just hits hard, but, like, it's never really been a weapon I loved a ton, so yeah, I'd probably go Burstin, maybe Soma after. Now, if we take a look at the Brunt, it's all pretty normal boost, damage boost. Gets a little bit of range there, which is nice. And then a little bit of crit there, so it'll be pretty strong. The Soma just straight up gains a little bit of damage, armor punch through, not bad. The secondaries are nothing amazing. And it does gain a base crit damage or kind of direct damage, small tier condition overload kind of ability. All in all, not too shabby. It's like, it's pretty good. Vasto, on the other hand, needs to gain a ton of damage because the Vasto's like pretty weak overall and a lot of increased base crit. So you can do a lot of interesting stuff with that, but you have to shoot it quickly, so it's like, I don't love that first evolution. And then this one is just magazine recoil. Recoil's good, I guess. And then good crit or crit status, but could be better. I just don't care for the Vasto Incarnon. Nami Solo, on the other hand, is pretty awesome with the range increase there. That's always such a good boost for the melees. A melee with a range increase, like outright 3, is fucking insane, right? Either way, good damage and some attack speed there, which isn't terrible. Heavy attack, combo duration. Yeah, you can do a really easy combo build with combo duration plus 6 seconds right there. And then good crit status, 20. Oh yeah, a lot of crit. No, I think the Nami Solo is one of the nicer weapons here, to be honest. I would totally recommend week 1, Nami Solo Burstin, week 2, Brunt Soma, week 3, Vasto. But hey, it's always up to you. Last but not least is the Burstin Incarnon. Really good fire explosive shot weapon. Gains some good damage, armor punch through, or base multi-shot on final magazine burst, which is like whatever. But then it gains a little bit more magazine or reload or recoil, okay. And then you get another like Fatal Affliction, which is just damage. You get damage resets on reload, nothing amazing. but you do get a good amount of crit with like Absolute Valor right there. So I would say overall, it's really strong. You should grab the Burstin, but it's always up to you. If you don't grab any of those and you've gone through the rotation before, the next thing you have up here, just a bunch of ribbons, rifle, pistol, melee, Kuva. So choose whatever you want out of anything there. But that's about it. Not bad, not bad. So that is Warframe, the Circuit, Steel Path for all of those beautiful, beautiful Incarnon weapons. Next, if we take a look on the Circuit normal, we have Hydroid, Mirage, Limbo. Okay, so here's the thing. I think Hydroid is farmed Counselor Vahek, Oro Earth. Incredibly easy farm. Oh dear god, it takes like a little bit of time, but it's not a hard farm at all. So you unlock Hydroid so early on in Warframe. On the other hand, I think Mirage is a quest Warframe. So if you haven't gotten her already, maybe farm her here if you want to just throw her in the Helminth, but you'll do her side quest anyways, so it's not a big deal. Same with Limbo. I think he is from the Limbo theorem, so no matter what, there's a couple of quest Warframes here. If you've accidentally sold them for any reason or you need another one, grab them, but other than that, it's actually the easiest Warframe week this week. Farm whichever ones you need. He's easily available on Earth, quest or quest frame, if you don't want to do the quest. Farm them here, but hey, that's kind of it for Warframe farms on the circuit this week, so nothing difficult, like, at all in the slightest. Nightwave, everybody! Let's see what our weeklies are this week. Their usual 500 enemies, 15 missions, and 30 Xmas units for the weeklies, which are, yeah, not bad. You have complete 8 Railjack missions. Oh fuck, that one sucks. But you can do it fast on the fastest Railjack mission, Skirmish. Complete an Archon hunt. Oh, that one's actually awesome. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Then you have Vault Raider, complete an Isolation Vault bounty mission on, okay, Deimos, not bad, that one should be easy. Gain a total of 5,000 standing across all syndicates, that'll take one match. Scan objects or enemies, and deploy air support. Okay, the dailies, the weeklies, they're all pretty simple. I should be getting up to my Day of the Dead Syndana soon. And the Hema mod that absolutely claps cheeks of the enemies, just absolutely cracks them in half. Just nukes them. Necrophagic Vigor. Such a good Hema mod if you just want to do a lot of crit damage, because holy shit, it gives crit chance and crit damage, which is like kind of the nice part. So, oh, I can't wait till I get that. Every like post I've seen, people are like, it's the best. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the mods here. Combat Reload. Hey, Critical Precision, Double Tap, Dreamer's Bond, Energy Siphon, Xmas Advantage, Holster Amp, Metamorphic Magazine, okay, Physique, Pistol Scavenger, Rejuvenation, Rifle Scavenger, Rumbled for Atlas. You have the Batacore Sentient Barrage, good shit right there, pick that up. Shotgun Scavenger, Singularity, Sniper Scavenger, Sprint Boost, and Wild Frenzy. Grab them as you need them, of course. The appearance tab, as always, is appearance stuff, so if there's any random helmet, weapon skin that you need or want, pick it up here, but since this is purely cosmetic, probably not your, like, first choice. Ooh, Saturn 6 Syndana. Spooky. And then in the miscellaneous tab, fuck yeah, we have the Glaive Blueprint. Awesome. Heat Dagger Blueprint. Very cool. Then we have some pretty good repeats, like Hero of Duviri Display, right? We have the Noggle for Ember Vermilion. That one's actually pretty fucking sick. Okay. Nora Knight Glyph Pack. Vauban Wolf Howl. Oh, hell yeah. Wolf Beacon. Okay. I'd say it's like a pretty good week. I always pick up my Orkin Catalyst reactors here. I have a whole year worth of reactors, and like for weapons, you know, you can always just, yeah, if you need more catalysts, pick them up here. Oh my god, I have so many blueprints too. Yeah, once you get endgame Warframe, the game does give you more catalysts and reactors than you know what to do with, and it does take time if you're new, but if you're endgame and you've been playing the game for a long time, it's kind of a little easier that way. But hey, those are the Nightwave loot right there. So, yeah. Let's take a look at the Warframe 1999 seasonal weeklies. Daily reminder, if you want to talk to Leon, you have to friendship Marie here, so I'm slowly getting her friendship up in the kin system. Same with like Roth and everything, right? Like we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. So let's go through the weeklies. Kaya's birthday, skip. Then we have kill 250 Tech Rot, do a, probably a Tech Rot survival. Damage chance to set off 250 damage, 5-meter radius of blast. I don't love that one. Restoration effects provided by ore pickups increased. Increase overshield cap by 50%, kills grant overshield. Oh, pick that one. That one's sick. Always the best. Out of this one, you have arcane and primary arcane adapters. Choose that primary arcane adapter. Here we have Scalded troops with melee weapons, so you can do a melee exterminate. And then we have double pack arcanes or Crimson Archon shard. Oh shit. Time to get more Crimson Archon shards there. Continuing on, we have destroy 150 containers, so choose something like Zaku, Limbo, whatever has huge AoE to destroy containers, run some exterminates. Oh shit, Orkan Reactor Blueprint or Kuva. Most would probably want that Orkan Reactor Blueprint, but choose whatever you need, of course. Here you have Letty's birthday. Kill Scaldra troops with ability, so go run a Scaldra Exterminate and kill them all with the abilities. Or a survival, it's up to you. Arcane or Kuva, nothing you need to choose too greatly there. Pick what you need. Magnetic stacks effects, pull enemies 1 per stack. Status chance per shot until reload. Or combo multiplier increases the chance of enemies being susceptible to finishers with melee hit. I would probably just choose the status chance per shot until reload. You can do a lot of damage with something like a Soma Prime if you think about it. But nothing I'd greatly care about there. Next, we have kill 500 enemies there. Or, oh shit, Omniforma Blueprint or a 3-day resource drop chance booster. Honestly, both these are pretty good. Choose whatever you need. If you plan to farm a ton of drop chance resources, go for it. But if not, like maybe an Omniforma. If you don't plan to farm for 3 days, then Omniforma it is. Then we have Minerva's birthday. Hell yeah. Kill 500 enemies with melee. Run a Tech Rot melee survival. And just melee them, I mean. Sorry. Riven or Exilus Weapon Adapter. If you need Exilus Weapon Adapters, go for it. If not, just choose that Riven. Shouldn't be like too hard. And then Emergency Medicine. Okay, Toxic Gas, Toxic Shot, or Spectres and Companion Damage. I would choose Spectre and Companion Damage, but Toxic Shot is also really nice because just gas status, but it's only on primary and secondary weapons, so up to you to choose. Either way, that is the Warframe weekly reset for Warframe 1999 this week. Honestly, not too bad. With the new update, we can go to the Dark Refractory here, hitting F, and we can see that we have the weekly reset for the Descendia. It looks like every week you don't have to reset and unlock Steel Path, but it has normal mode. You get credits, Endo, Arcane Tempo, Vosper, Endo, and an Arcane, Vosper, credits, Arcane Healing, and an Amp Arcane. If you do Steel Path, hey everybody, you get Ignia, a Kid Gun Ribbon, Melee Kareen, Mafika, Shotgun Ribbon, Primary Bulwark, Mefka, Steel Essence, Primary Overcharge, but most importantly, a Crimson Archon Shard. And luckily, this doesn't really take too long. And you do have to re-unlock this every week if you plan on farming it. And at the very least, Ignia and stuff, you can turn it into Vosper by buying the Arcane pack, so it's not a terrible farm, but let me know what you think about the weekly Cascadia reset. I think I'm gonna add it to my weekly reset video, but it should overall be like a really fast overview, so yeah, let me know everybody. The next thing we have up here is Elite Deep Archimedea and everything on Sanctum Anatomica Deimos. So let's take a quick look. Okay, once you actually get down to Deimos, we'll take a look to see what your boy Bird 3 over here has. Let's say yellow Archon Shard. No, that's the wrong button. Red Archon Shard. There's now so many Archon Shards you could get throughout the week that no matter what, you can get like, I think 10 Archon Shards now, especially if you run Elite Deep and Elite Temporal Archimedea. So, hey, let's take a look and see what we have here. Exterminate Alchemy into a Disruption. Not actually too bad. I have Framecure Syndrome, Dull Blades, Fractured Armor, Powerless. Not too terrible. If we take a look here, enemies take 90% less damage from non-weak point hits. That one does suck. Enemies will only take damage if a player is within 15 meters of them. As rogue arachnids charge attacks, they pull Warframes towards them. Okay, that's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but nothing special, just hit headshots and weak points. Amphors will inflict their associated elemental damage while being carried. All enemies have Overguard equal to 50% of their max health, and then Rogue Colorvins, equipped weapons that deal 5x damage to Overguard and Necromex. Okay. And then Disruption, Unified Purpose. Enemies can target and destroy conduits. Enemies' health slowly regenerates, and slain enemies burst with void energy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, all of these are pretty good. There's none that have a hard failure state, and it seems pretty chill. Your elite, deep Archimedea, whatever, should be pretty calm this week, but hey. The next thing we're gonna check out is Teshin and then Acrithis. Teshin, you can always find him at just like any relay, so we're just gonna quickly, I guess, run on over to the Strata relay on Earth and see what he has there. Okay, if we take a quick look at Teshin, he won't have anything huge just because Teshin just had an Umbra Forma. So Teshin is only gonna have something pretty minimal. Oh, music from the teacher has been added to the Teshin now though. Okay, the Teshin shop I should say. But he only has Kuva, Veiled Riven, Cypher here this week. So nothing actually too out there. Either way, pick up your secondary and primary arcanes if you need from your boy Teshin. Acrithis, on the other hand, is located on the Zeramin, so she's really easy to get to. You just kind of jump on over to the Dorma Zone right there. And oh, why is that one? Exterminate Steel Path, Kuva, Grenier. Oh, it's an incursion. Okay. Either way, the Dorma Zone's just right there on the Zeramin. Now that we're actually down here over near Acrithis, she's actually one of the better shops weekly, gives you really good stuff. You just take a look, browse wares, bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, okay. Exilus Weapon Adapter, really good if you need those for some Pathos clamps. Forma Blueprint, wouldn't really bother since it's a blueprint. Pistol Riven mod, not bad. Orcan Catalyst Blueprint, that's really good if you need those. I have too many now, so I'm done. Secondary Outburst. Ooh, I've been meaning to buy these slowly through Acrithis. These reset daily, but I just don't check her daily or anything. But I do need to collect all my arcanes, so just need to stop being lazy with it. Either way, she has some pretty decent stuff, so make sure you take a look. Last but not least, Elite Temporal Archimedea, everybody. Now, Elite Temporal Archimedea is just in the Warframe 1999 area. Go to the mall, I'm in the back room. But you can quickly go over here to Protoframes, Kaya Velasco, and then you're able to see, oh yeah, I gotta open my Peely picks for the week. Hell yeah, dude. Slippery Customer, Argon combo too. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. So for Temporal Archimedea, we have a defense into a Hellscrub Skuldra into an assassination. Kinda sucks, it might take a while. Flare creates a field, disrupts players' abilities while draining energy to boost Flare's health. Flare slowly loses HP when no players are in range. Okay. Arctic Xmas Globes have 30x their normal durability, and then allies within 4 meters of slain enemies endure reduced movement speed and parkour velocity. All in all, for a defense mission Flare one, that's not actually too bad. We have Hellscrub Skuldra. Techrot tumors appear near Hellscrubbers, increasing the rate of life support decay with each active tumor. Remember, enemies join ranks with Skuldra and Techrot. Slow-moving Immortal Duviri Luminous drain health and energy from allies who get too close. None of those are actually too terrible, by any means. Like, not a single one of those are too terrible, so I'll take it. This assassination, though, might suck. Only Thermian RPGs can damage the tank. Reinforcements carry Thermian RPGs will arrive during the fight, so you have to remember to keep grabbing those. Heavy Warfare. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy ammo in packs and weak recall. So I believe Thermian RPGs count as a heavy weapon, but if those counter each other and you do no damage with the Thermian RPG, this week is going to be pure hell. But I don't think it's the case. Either way, if it is, let me know. Murmur enemies join ranks with Skuldra and the Tech Rod. right? Simple. And my personal modifiers are nothing too bad outside of the like really low ammo and energy one, but not too bad, everybody. Let me know what you think of the weekly reset, how you're liking the Warframe and the old piece update. I'll have some more Warframe quest shorts up tomorrow, so if you ever want to check out the full quest, it was really good. Check out any of the videos from the old piece, and as always, to support the channel, you can sub, like, and use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you ever buy anything from the Epic Games Store. So thank you all so much.